Africans, all these, let me say some South Africans, the president of that country, you have given him 70 to 90 days ultimatum to resign.
Yeah, 90 days to resign. Fireworks in bẹ̀rẹ̀ látọ̀la lọ. Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ látọ̀la.
Now, let's just assume that beyond that date you gave him that he doesn't resign. What do you think is going to happen, or is there anything that would happen to him if he doesn't resign as the president of South Africa?
Baba, if he doesn't resign, Kolilei, we fought and fought and fought. Look, because of South Africa, I was arrested in the Enugu military barracks when I gave the order that release Mandela now. That was it. The Europeans, they heard the voice of Maharaj Ji. Africa, they don't want to hear who is Maharaj Ji. No, Nigeria or all these religious big men and women. Yes, we want peace. So that is why they initiated Elders Forum to go to South Africa. Baba Obasanjo on his way said, we are not going to use arms, but we are going to use African science. Yes. Before then, there's nothing we didn't do. Nigeria gave them money. Some of the elders, the politicians, were giving chance in Nigeria here, even if we didn't do that. And today, South Africa is free. It must not happen that the Nigerian population, Zimbabweans, Senegalese, Ghanaians, Liberians, are the ones to be sent away. I remember my dear friend, brother, and an icon of industry, one Papa, Mr. Rabiu, I always respect him. He said he got to the airport. Unfortunately, he didn't know that the visa was to expire that day. He said they sent him back. So, you know, there's a monocultural world in a multilingual cultural society like South Africa should imbue a culture of respect, love, and understanding of the fact that today the Africans in South Africa, they constitute about 90% of the population. And so everything must be done to make sure that the blacks are respected, are given a chance to work hard. Nigerians who are there work hard. They do the best. But because of the disconnection from our culture, yes, it had made some of us to become much more wayward in a sense, has made us much more westernized in a way. Yes. And so, even if they are afraid, if they are not happy, we should not look at those areas. We should look at the level of their industry, the level of their corporation, the level of the services they are doing, employment, generating funds, you know, that we give them, you know, a chance to pay tax that will be used for development. You know, as he said, Ramaphosa, yes, was...
That is the president of South Africa.
Yeah, he was the deputy to Jacob Zuma. One way or the other, he was in his cabinet, and I admired him. But we discovered that she went, he just veered away to the European side. Yes, in the mining industries, and so many of the things they did not actually favor the majority of they did not fully follow the policies of the government. That was there people started suspecting. And so by the time Zuma yes, was caught up, and it was through him. Yes, otherwise, let me go back to Nigeria here. In Nigeria, yes, what happened? To make Nigeria move forward, they had to bring Yar'Adua in as a senior person, because what was in their mind, the members of the Provisional Ruling Council, was for peace to reign. During the time of Papa Obasanjo, they brought Yar'Adua, everybody in, right? And even they did not stop there. They had to call a meeting and call Papa Awolowo and Zik. Said, look, my friend, you guys must rule this country. Go and sink your differences. And they went to a meeting in Enugu, came back. Papa Awolowo was to become the president. But that made the North seize the opportunity to what? To fight back. And what was it? The journalists were asking, Baba, see how the army have been spending money here and there. With your position, definitely when you get there, you must probe them. Say, yes, I'll probe them. That gave birth to 12 tutorials. But that was not it. The objective was that we need peace. South Africa is growing gradually with our war machine, Uzuma. That is what we know him for. We all studied him. Yes, me, I was in the Pioneer Institute in Accra, in Ghana. We don't fear anybody. What we know is that, hey, the black man must be free. It doesn't matter, not at a price, not at the expense or the threat of anybody. We have the raw materials, right? And to do so, we have to go spiritual. And so I cannot understand how all of a sudden Uzuma tried to probe the former president. The question now is, probing the right person, who probed Verwood? All the white presidents who left, they control the economy, they have investment. Who probed them? Who disgraced them? Verwood, Bota, and others. Who probed them? Eh? Now, the question now is, what is he going to get by, psychologically declaring war? What he should have done is to come out every day saying that this thing, it was a mistake, oh my dear South African. And you saw this South African coming out, some wearing the skin of lions. They are very pure in their mind. Believe you me, this is one area we have lost. Yes, and this is the cause of the fear in South Africa. We Nigerians, Ghanaians, we have lost, the Liberians, we have lost touch with spirituality. But you can see the South Africans, the way they were talking, they have fear. Otherwise, if it was Nigerians in South Africa, they will what? They will fight again. They will revolt. But you can see them, even their voices, the way they talk, you can see that only few of them have been perverted. Few of them have actually swallowed the Western way of life to a point where, man, look, it's very hard to determine what the future of the blacks will be. But we are grateful. There's somebody called Malami. I don't know whether that is his full name. The leader of the opposition, they call it the Red Man. Yeah. So what we see today is a situation where that any president of Africa can do is to ask fellow Africans to leave. Such a president is not worth the while. Oh yes. Such a president is not worth even living. With what we have gone through all these years of turbulence, pain, agony, misery, transatlantically being pushed here and there, no. So the question that if he fails to resign, I cannot answer that question. We are saying so for him to think twice and reverse the situation quickly in order to avoid or prevent any kind of situation whereby he himself will have to be asked to leave what? That's why I said South Africa cannot win any match. They can't get to FIFA.
Yes.
The way he drove Nigerians, Africans. Now, when you say Nigeria, how do you distinguish a Cameroonian from a Nigerian? You know, just like what happened 8 years ago when they asked that all Igbos should leave the north. Now, how do you determine the Igbos? Blacks are coming, whether it's a Cameroonian, whether it's a Guinean, you know. And I came out asking the Sultan of Sokoto to please come out because he's the head there. Yeah, and the same way today, I'm asking the Sultan to come out and say, hey, all this jihad, all these issues, they should stop. Because if they don't stop, something else will happen. And that is what is happening in South Africa now. Yes, and indirectly, or whichever way you look at it, with the way things are now, the Europeans, they are afraid that with Nigerians, Ghanaians going there, with a mixture of blood here and there, it will increase the population to be able to question the rationale behind a country with 1% Europeans, putting 99% of them into ransom. I can go back during Gawan's regime, with due respect, Papa Gawan, we introduced what we call indigenization decree, where in any company you must have a chairman as a Nigerian or the managing director. The whole idea is to make sure that the Oyinbos don't carry everything away. I don't know whether this policy turned it upside down. Yeah, because people want to tell you that I went to University of Oxford, Lincoln University, I am BA, MA. Yes, and I say, look, if we call the black president to come out with his music, he has answered them there. So, what we are seeing today is a failure of Pan-Africanism. This idea is not psychological, it's not physiological, it's beyond psychology, it's beyond physiology. That is to say, we should realize that first, we are Africans, and no matter what happens, we must not attack our fellow brothers and sisters. And so, we are in a situation where only Maharaj Ji can do it for everybody. Only Maharaj Ji can do it for us. Only Maharaj Ji can clear the road. So that Baba Ramaphosa, we read his stand on Israel and Gaza, where he said, he went to court that they are causing pogrom. But the worst pogrom is going on in South Africa. Yes, the way they treat the blacks. Yes, it's just not different from brilliant. When he said, I cannot breathe. We have to bring us to a point of letting the scholars know that the Oyinbo man, they were once blacks. It was when they were thrown under sea. They came out later as whites, Oyinbo, Enti Omi Okutibola, Iyobola. What did they hana? Let me fight it when one make Allah, one payan. One make the name of Christy, one payan. Woman, yo, bao le shebe, Ibo le shebe. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni real one, wọn lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. So, Kamura, èmi mọ̀ pé lẹ́ni o, wọ́n ti fẹjọ́ Ramaphosa sùn. And so, kó máa múra kó máa lọ. Kò tó láti ṣe president. I need somebody who are young at heart, who will agree, who is loving, caring, protecting. And that is what I see in President Tinubu, where the Igbos, they didn't vote for him at the last election, but he's doing a lot. Go to the east now. Go to the north. In fact, the north has the highest number of projects in all the country. Yes, and the west too is happening. The whole idea is that, look, we need somebody who will love us. We need somebody who will care for us. We need somebody who will protect us. We need somebody that he optimizes our future, our breath, our hope for life to be real. So we feel that in this case, Ramaphosa has failed, and any time from now he's going to go. Olatilo, by crook or hook. Olatilo, he should leave way. We don't need such a person in South Africa for now.
All right, thank you, Father Satguru Maharaj Ji. In case you are just joining us, we have our Father Satguru Maharaj Ji with us tonight. We are trying to look at the state of the nation, what is going on within and outside the country. We are disposing, asking all of the questions from Father Satguru Maharaj Ji. In case you want to ask or you have any question to ask, you can drop your message, WhatsApp only, please. WhatsApp only to 07061266797. So you can drop your comment there. Now, I want to ask one question, Father Maharaj Ji. With all this explanation, everything, now in Nigeria today, I saw one video tonight where Sheyi Tinubu and Shehu seated discussing together. People, I was somehow scared. We came to buy Sheyi Tinubu pẹ̀lú Shehu. So I went to the comment section to read. Some people said maybe Sheyi Tinubu want to beg Gumi so that they can ask all those bandits to evacuate from the forest. They can go back to their country. Some said, hope is not what we are thinking. When Gumi said federal government know those people behind this kidnapping and attacking, maybe Sheyi Tinubu is part of them. Maharaj Ji, with the clip of what I told you now, what do you think, or what should Nigeria be expecting after the 2027 general election?
Hey, wow, Golani, beautiful question. Yes, well, first and foremost, a snake is a snake. Brugo, a snake is a snake.
Yes.
Remember 1996. Yes, they are bringing me my gallant now. 1996. Pastor Adewale and Gumi Senior, they went, I don't know who organized it, but we were told it was by His Excellency Abdul Salam and co. Yes, whether it's not the one, whether it was by, but it was done by the Kaduna Mafia. They came out saying that whether we like it or not, no Sultana can be president. Eh? You mean no Sultana can be president? That was it. I came out, I said whether they like it, a Sultana will be president one day. Yes. Before you realize it, Papa Obasanjo became president. Gumi had died, and the pastor himself. And so, that was it. So today, Papa Buhari brought in soldiers from the fallout of Libya and Iraqi war to what? Make sure that he wins elections, because the whole political atmosphere is full of gossips, is full of reactionary thoughts, is full of threat to life and property. In fact, if you look at it, newspapers are saying their own. Now we are even having artificial intelligence. When you see a president running, entering the ocean. But the ordinary man at home will not know that they are trying to psychologically prove that, yes, this is what is going. So, that Buhari has won elections, but because he lacked administrative capacity, the sagacity to control and manage the affairs of these people he brought. Now here they are, left and right, to supplement the jihadist nature that was there. And that is just what happened during SLA and Papa Awolowo. They not supported what? SLA. Hey, that is where the coup started. And up to today, we have not had it corrected until Papa Tinubu came on board. And so, we cannot see how on this earth, Gumi, who was not even allowed by the